We all have our favorite beds in the store. The Splendor happens to be my favorite. It is the bed that I call a compromise bed. This is the one that you put the couple on where they can't agree if they want a firm or a plush mattress. This is a perfect in the middle mattress. It appeases everyone looking for plush or firm. It somehow has the right mix so that way people don't feel any kind of pressure points, but yet they feel like they're still, kind of going into the mattress. The support is here, but so is a level of plushness that you feel very comfortable on it. So we've had the Splendor now for I would say we've had it for a good 4 or 5 years. The Splendor has gone through a facelift this year. They've improved the cover and probably added, I don't know, they did something to it to make it slightly less grippy, because the last model was a little grippy. This is a little bit less grippy, a little bit smoother, has a smoother finish to it. I know that the airflow on it is just as good as it was with the other models. What they have done is they've increased the amount of heavy duty foam that is right before you hit the springs, and I think what that's doing is allowing you to even feel the support or the comfort foams even better, because now you're sinking into those support foam or those comfort foams, going into them a little bit easier, and then you have a high density foam that's actually kind of giving you the spring feedback. So there is a slightly different feel in this year's model over last year's, but it is still going to be a wonderful compromise bed. We've already had several couples buy it. Super comfortable, super easy to fit someone to. It'll fit just about any body style. This one is one of our favorites. So what kind of sleeper is this meant for? So the Splendor pretty much fits anybody. It's a back sleeper, side sleeper. I've sold it to many stomach sleepers. The support is there for all three styles. Body types, I've fit every single body type. This one's, like I said in the intro, this is super easy to fit someone to because it's got enough give to be comfortable. It fits just about any body style. I'll show you in a little bit when I do my whole trials of the back sleeping, side sleeping, and stomach sleeping, so that way you can see how it fits just about any style. One of the big pluses that we see in this bed is that the layer next to you is actually latex. Latex is really good if you've got allergies because it is a hypoallergenic material. Dust mites can't live in it. Another thing about latex is that it does not heat up because it is a rubber, not a foam. It takes a lot of energy to heat up. On top of that, with this cover, with the Thermobalance cover, especially this new improved one, you're gonna get a lot more airflow than you had before. I would venture to say that this model does top last year's as far as like the cover, the feel of the cover. The feel of the bed is going to be only slightly different in that with the high density foam, you're going to stop all of a sudden, in where before you only had like maybe half an inch of high density foam, and you would literally sink into it, and you would have this springy feel behind it. Now you've got a thicker piece of high density foam that kind of keeps you from getting too far into the springs. And I'll explain that when I'm actually laying down. You'll see a little bit of a difference in last year's video to this year's video. So this is the part of the video where I'm going to lay down in the different sleep styles, the stomach sleeping, the side sleeping, and the back sleeping. And I'm going to illustrate it with my body type, so that way you can kind of round about with your body type and you know what you're getting into with this mattress. I've already stated it several times, and it bears repeating though. This mattress is incredibly comfortable for people seeking plush or firm. It is labeled a luxury firm, but there is enough give in here for the majority of couples that are on the opposite end of the spectrums to actually meet here in the middle with this bed. So this is back sleeping on the Splendor. I can definitely feel a difference from last year's model to this year's model in that the support factor is just like, they've improved it tremendously. Not that last year's model was bad, but this one I can definitely feel a lot more support. I'm not feeling like I'm sinking in at all. I'm feeling pretty supported. This is side sleeping on the So it's a little firmer than I expected it to be. I'm feeling a little bit of an up push on my shoulder. Pretty darn comfortable. I bet you on this one, when I look at the video, putting a pillow between my knee would be necessary, just because I do feel like it's coming down a little bit. I could definitely take a very comfortable nap on this bed. Very, very good feel. So this is stomach sleeping on the Thermobalance Splendor. Very comfortable. My back feels really good, really well supported. I'm giving it time to see, because there is memory foam underneath, and I want to make sure that I'm not telling you guys any different, because I don't feel any kind of sinking feeling whatsoever. I'm on top of the bed, very comfortably supported. It amazes me still, the difference between last year's model and this year's model. How much half an inch of high density foam can make, because literally it's made a difference in that it's less springy, but way more supportive. And that's not a bad thing, it's a good thing. It's I think this year's model is actually going to favor people that are liking a firmish bed. And I say firmish because there's still a lot of give. I know you can tell there's still a lot of give. Yeah, very, very comfortable for a stomach sleeper. So the label on the Thermobalance Splendor says luxury firm, and luxury firm is definitely a good fit for it. It's still a wonderful compromise bed, even though they have added some more high density foam. There's enough give to appease most people looking for a plush, and there's enough firmness that it's going to appease people that like a firm bed. This is a mattress that someone that sleeps hot would buy. This is a mattress that when you're concerned about breakdown, this is what you stick with here. If you are looking for something that's going to help you stay cool throughout the night, this model would be the one that you would get. Anything within the Thermobalance line has the Thermobalance covers. They really do help you stay cool through the night. If this video has helped you, please share it with others, like it, so that way the YouTube algorithm sees it. And if you have any questions, because I know a lot of you are watching these videos because you're shopping online, please, we do ask that before you even think about purchasing online, that you text us for discussion. We've held discussions with all our online customers to make sure that your body style is going to fit it, to make sure that your past history of mattresses will fit this one. It's just, we need to do that, so that way we are doing our diligent duty for our customer base, and that way we know that we're shipping the right mattress to you.